Okay, so I found my old headphones, my USB headphones. So we're trying a different setup, different microphone. Uh, right. So I'm in this other fire station at the moment. My avatar's having a sleep. But in the meantime, Sir Nevin, I think it's Sir Nevin. Um, we had some issues with the firefighting, fire simulations. So right, let's see if I can get this on the screen. So he sent us an updated version. Um, this is the electrical panel and receptacle system. The system is designed to simulate realistic electrical scenarios, including the potential for electrical fires. Oh, damn it, I've just remembered something. Hang on a minute. What channel am I on? What channel is this going out on? Microphone. Channel 1. Oh, that should be alright, should be working. Right, okay. Oh, otherwise you want me to hear me. Yeah, well, we had that before. Right, so, right, the system is designed to simulate realistic electrical channels, electrical scenarios, including the potential for electrical fires. It's perfect for role-play environments where you want to add realism and challenge for emergency responders. Key features: dynamic fire simulation. The system can randomly trigger fire events requiring prompt action to prevent damage. Sound effects: authentic fire sounds accompanying the fire events, adding to the immersion. Channel customization: each panel operates on a unique communication channel to avoid interference on nearby systems. So, for example, you might have multiple different systems set up. Okay, this is where he's changed a few things. So we have receptacle A, receptacle B, receptacle C. So receptacle A raises land impact of 150 within 5 minutes. Receptacle B raises land impact of 300 within 5 minutes. Receptacle C raises land impact of 490 within 5 minutes. Right. So we had an issue the other day. I'll explain what happened. The land impact, the total land impact, not actually the land impact from this particular, setup, added to a total land impact of 7,000. Now, what happened, we don't quite know, but the fire basically kept growing and growing, and we got an alert. The sim basically sent us an alert saying cannot res objects due to excessive land impact or something. Too many things happened basically, so we had to shut that down pretty quick. So we need to know our overhead, our maximum overhead, and we have to keep within that particular scope of realism to avoid exceeding what the maximum allocated land impact we can use. Right. So anyway, he's made some changes. So we've got receptacle A, B, and C. So now we can actually choose a different scenario, which will be more manageable in different simulations, different sims. So the big boss, Scrippy, he was worried about the fact that he has breedable animals on his land, and we don't want to exceed the maximum. Now, obviously, to prevent that, we could simply use receptacle A, which is a lot smaller now. receptacle C would possibly be applicable in a situation where we had multiple volunteers already on hand to fight a fire. But obviously one person fighting a fire, we don't want to be using receptacle C. We want to be using receptacle A for the simpler fires. And also the important thing here, one of the most important aspects of shutting this thing down to stop it from raising more fires is to issue the command powering down the panel. And this command here is very important. It's a kind of command you want to write down in a notepad or keep it on your desktop in a folder so you can always remember what it is, because if you forget what that is, you basically going to be chasing your tail while the fire's getting bigger and bigger. Anyway, so that basically makes the panel power down. There's an emergency stop button, but if you hit the emergency stop button before you issue this command, it will still continue to res fires because the panel is still active, and it will continue to res panel. So you might set it back a bit, you might remove some of the fires from the sim, but it will continue to work unless you issue this command. And so that's important, that line there. It says here, important. So receptacles B and C include child prims. These will continue to res out even after powering down the panel. Right. Anyway, the channel is obviously important. You need to set that up in order for this particular thing to work. It's basically a communication between the main panel, the socket, and I think the stop button doesn't need that. It just it's generic. It shuts down everything. Shuts down every situation that might be enabled to do with this particular system. So if you've got multiple panels set up, multiple channels set up, the emergency button initiates all of them, so shuts them all down. No, it's not actually mentioned it in this bit here, but let's go down. So you can test the system, touch the panel, simulate a fire event, and ensure everything operates correctly on the new channel. To shut down the system completely, use the command phrase powering down the panel. Yeah, we know about that because we've just been going over it. So basically by default I could set up receptacle A and not have to worry too much because it's a very small fire. It's B and C that will continue to res prims. So yeah, anyway, there is an emergency stop button. I'm not sure where it mentions that in here. It's obviously anyway, so if I go to inventory, you missed it out, it's not in this one. So okay, I've got the original one. Right, so fire shut off panic button is that. So I need to copy that. Because for some reason you missed it off. I don't know why. But that's a panic button. And as you can see, this is the same system. Socket HD Reza, and I've stuck this in another folder called Legacy. So that's the original one. It was receptacle version 2. Now we have receptacle version 2 ABC. So I didn't delete it, the other one, I just moved it so that I had a suspicion that the emergency button might be missing. But this is the other one. So if I open that one, you can see the full instructions. It might be that the emergency stop button doesn't work anymore, I don't know. He did put here new, so it might have updated an older version and forgotten to put the emergency stop button, panic button in there. It's easily done. I know that I've done stuff like that where you've updated and made changes to an earlier version without and forget that you've got a new panic button thing and forgot to put it in there. Anyway, it's okay. I've still got it. I'll have to test this out. So this particular one, the Legacy, the original one that he made, said here, new, lowered the child fires. So it said here it was originally up to 1,700 land usage within 5 minutes. It's now under 1,000 land usage. Well, obviously it was too severe. It was too big, right? So that's the reason why he gave us the updated, the newer one, which oh, I'm getting the wrong one here. Where is it? So this is the downsized version, and there doesn't appear to be a panic button in it, but I'll have to test this out. So I'll be setting up receptacle A, try that out, and probably do a live stream on it. Right, let me go back to my main screen because everything's so big and small I can't read it when it's like that. But problems with my visual impairments. Right, I'll do it later. I'm not going to live stream it now because I've got to set it all up. So, bye for now.